Hi guys, this is Greg James with Greg James Design. I just want to talk to you for a moment about different types of metal buildings. We are now a dealer for worldwide steel buildings out of Kansas City, and actually be particular, they're in Peculiar, Missouri, which is just south of Kansas City. They make two different types of buildings, and the reason I want to talk to you for just a minute about this is because as someone that designs metal building homes, that's what we do, and we also do pole barn homes, but primarily metal building homes. Every once in a while, you see a product that makes a lot of sense to me, and one is, excuse me, Worldwide Steel Buildings has a hybrid steel wood structure, which that sounds odd, but it is really smart. Basically, they have taken a steel structure and you have your main steel columns, but then to hold the wall system or the wall panels, you have a horizontal member, and we call that a girt or a wall girt. Sometimes they call it a purlin. In a traditional I-beam building, it would be called a Z purlin, so it's in a Z shape. Those go in between the main columns, which span the whole width of the building. But the neat thing about the hybrid structure is that you purchase just the steel structure, so that your main columns, your main supporting columns, your in-wall system, all your roof panels and wall panels, all your trim, and then, but the wood girders, which they recommend either 2x6 or 2x8, number 2 pine, you purchase those, from your local lumber yard. And why is that really a great deal? Well, let me tell you why. When I design a metal building around the perimeter, you have to put a wall around the perimeter because you got steel, so you got to have something to screw sheetrock to. Well, if you start off with wood components around the exterior, well, then you already have something to screw the sheetrock to. You don't have to frame that additional wall. The only time you have to frame an additional wall is if you're adding a second floor. So then you'd have to put a wall in anyway. But it just saves you a lot of trouble. Have to frame that perimeter wall, saves you labor, saves you time. And you can, the way you flush your, let's say you use a 2x8 girt or horizontal member. Well, the steel column is 6 inches square, so you would bolt there's tabs welded onto these columns ever so often going vertically. You would bolt your 2x8 flush with the inside of the column, okay, so your sheetrock just runs right on by that steel column, and then you would either insulate or spray foam the exterior, and so you would get a thermal break between your steel column, okay, and your metal panel, your metal sheeting panel on the exterior, about 1.5 inches, and that's perfect. And so that hybrid system is really creative. It does a lot of different things. One, let's say on the exterior you wanted to do something a little different on the walls. Well, with wood horizontal members, you could use a regular siding. You could use they have a lot of permanent siding now. It has permanent factory finishes on it. You can buy lap siding, shiplap, 4x8 siding that is already pre-finished in the factory, and so you can get more or less a permanent exterior finish. It looks more like a house, okay, and so you can still do your metal roof panels, but let's say you want to do more of a wood look. Well, you can do that with this hybrid system very simply. It's not a lot of extra time and labor, and so it just gives you a lot of options. But then the other building they have certainly is an all-steel building. So you end up with steel mainframe columns. You end up with a C-channel, which is about 3 5/8 inch in width. Excuse me. So that would either run around the perimeter, or you can go in between the columns if you want to run it flush with the outside of the walls. So, with Worldwide Steel Buildings, we can do both. We can do the hybrid wood system, which will save you about 10 to 20% on your building, or you can do an all steel building, certainly. So, so I hope that helps you out. There's options for you there, and as a home designer, that's a pretty neat option, is to have that wood exterior already where you can just screw sheetrock right to it on the inside, and then you could still just metal panel the outside just like a normal metal building. So anyway, I hope that helps you out. Feel free to give us a call if you have questions. I know it's a big purchase, a big investment. I'm here to help you. So feel free to give us a call, 405-697-2110. Thank you.